Ladies and gentlemen, seekers of wisdom and travelers on the path of self-discovery, I welcome you to this gathering of minds and souls. Tonight, we delve into the mysterious and often shadowy realms of the psyche. Guided by the torchlight of understanding and introspection, our journey will take us through the intricate labyrinth of the human mind, exploring the dark truths surrounding the concept of narcissism, and more specifically, the profound impact of narcissistic parents on the tender souls of their children. The title of our discourse, Narcissistic Parents Don't Love You, They Possess You, strikes at the very heart of a painful yet enlightening truth. It is a truth that many of us may have felt without fully comprehending its depth. To begin our exploration, we must first understand the nature of narcissism itself. Narcissism, a term derived from the Greek myth of Narcissus, who fell in love with his own reflection, encapsulates a state of self-absorption and an inability to empathize with others. It is a condition that can manifest in various ways, but tonight we shall focus on its expression within the family unit, where its impact can be most profound and long-lasting. Imagine, if you will, the archetype of the narcissistic parent. This individual, often consumed by their own unmet needs and unresolved conflicts, seeks validation and admiration from the world around them. Their children, rather than being seen as unique individuals with their own destinies, become mere extensions of the parent's ego. They are not loved unconditionally, but are instead possessed, controlled, and manipulated to fulfill the parent's unacknowledged desires and ambitions in the realm of psychology. We speak of the shadow, a concept I have long pondered and explored. The shadow represents those aspects of ourselves that we have repressed or denied, often because they conflict with our self-image or societal expectations. The narcissistic parent, driven by their shadow, projects their disowned qualities onto their children, who become the unwitting bearers of these hidden aspects. The child, in turn, may grow up feeling burdened by expectations that are not their own, struggling to reconcile their identity with the distorted images imposed upon them. Here, we encounter the first of many paradoxes. The child, who naturally seeks love and acceptance, is caught in a web of conditional affection. The parent's love is not freely given, but is contingent upon the child's compliance, success, or adherence to the parent's ideals. This conditional love fosters a deep-seated insecurity as the child learns that their worth is dependent on external validation. They may strive tirelessly to please their parent, yet never feel truly valued for who they are. Let us consider the role of archetypes in this dynamic. Archetypes, those universal symbols and motifs that reside within the collective unconscious, offer us a framework for understanding the patterns that emerge in human behavior. The narcissistic parent often embodies the archetype of the tyrant or the ruler, seeking to dominate and control their environment, including their offspring. The child, in contrast, may identify with the archetype of the hero or the martyr, endeavoring to save or redeem the parent, often at great personal cost. This brings us to the concept of individuation, a process that is central to my understanding of psychological growth. Individuation is the journey towards self-realization, the integration of all aspects of the psyche into a harmonious whole. For the child of a narcissistic parent, this journey is fraught with challenges. The child must learn to distinguish between their own identity and the identities projected onto them. They must confront the shadow, both their own and that of their parent, and embrace the wholeness of their being. Dreams, those mysterious messages from the unconscious, can offer valuable insights into this process. A child of a narcissistic parent may experience dreams that reflect their inner conflict, such as being trapped in a maze or pursued by an unrelenting figure. These dreams, though unsettling, hold the key to liberation. By engaging with these symbols, the dreamer can begin to unravel the complex web of emotions and beliefs that bind them. In the therapeutic setting, the role of the analyst is to provide a safe space for this exploration. The analyst becomes a mirror, reflecting back the client's true self, free from the distortions of the parent's projections. Through this process, the client can begin to reclaim their own narrative, to write a new story for themselves that is not dictated by the past. We must also speak of forgiveness, a concept that is often misunderstood. Forgiveness is not about condoning harmful behavior or denying the pain that has been inflicted. Rather, it is a release and letting go of the hold that the past has on us. It is an act of self-liberation, freeing the individual to move forward on their path of individuation. As we journey deeper into the psyche, we encounter the notion of the self, the central archetype in the collective unconscious, representing the totality of the psyche. The self is the guiding force behind our quest for wholeness, urging us to integrate the disparate parts of our being. For the child of a narcissistic parent, connecting with the self is both a challenge and a necessity. It requires courage, for it means stepping into the unknown, confronting the fears and doubts that have been ingrained over a lifetime. Let us not forget the importance of community in this process. Healing often occurs in the presence of others who have walked similar paths. In sharing our stories, we find solidarity and strength. We realize that we are not alone in our struggles, that others have faced similar trials and emerged stronger and more resilient. In conclusion, the journey of the child of a narcissistic parent is one of profound transformation. It is a journey from possession to liberation, from darkness to light. It requires the courage to confront the shadow, to embrace the self, and to forge a new path towards individuation. This journey is not easy, but it is essential for the evolution of the soul. As we continue our exploration, let us hold space for those who are on this path, offering compassion, understanding, and support. Remember, dear friends, that the path of individuation is a lifelong endeavor. It is a spiral, not a straight line, and each turn brings new challenges and new insights. May we all have the courage to embark on this journey, to face the shadows within, and to emerge into the light of our true selves. Thank you. As we continue our exploration through the intricate corridors of the mind, let us delve deeper into the nature of the possession. We speak of the possession that masquerades as love in the eyes of the narcissistic parent. This form of possession is not merely a matter of control. It is a profound entanglement of identities where the boundary between the parent and the child blurs, leading to a fusion that stifles the individuality of the latter. In the realm of psychological analysis, we might refer to this as enmeshment, a condition where the emotional boundaries are so porous that the child's sense of self becomes submerged beneath the parent's psychological needs. This enmeshment is not an intentional act of malice, but rather a consequence of the parent's unresolved psychological conflicts. The parent, often unconsciously, seeks to fulfill their unmet needs through the child, binding the child's identity to their own in a way that is both intimate and suffocating. To understand this dynamic, we must look to the concept of the anima and animus, those inner figures that represent the feminine and masculine aspects of the soul. In the case of the narcissistic parent, these inner figures are often underdeveloped or skewed, leading to a projection of these aspects onto the child. The child, in their formative years, absorbs these projections, shaping their own anima or animus in a way that is reflective of the parent's inner world rather than their own. This projection can manifest in various ways. A mother projecting her unfulfilled dreams onto her daughter may expect her to achieve what she could not, placing undue pressure on the child to excel. A father, seeing his son as an extension of his own virility and success, may push the child towards paths that serve his own ego rather than the child's passion. In both cases, the child's true self becomes obscured, buried under layers of expectations and projections. Here, we encounter the archetype of the child, the eternal child, the divine child, representing potential growth and renewal. This archetype, when nurtured, can lead to the flourishing of the individual's unique gifts and talents. But when overshadowed by the parent's narcissistic tendencies, the divine potential of the child is stunted, and their journey towards individuation is hindered. The task of the child then is to reclaim their autonomy, to disentangle their identity from the web of parental expectations. This is no small feat, for it requires the child to navigate the treacherous waters of familial loyalty and guilt. The child must learn to assert their own needs and desires, often in the face of opposition from the very figures who are supposed to support and nurture them. In this journey, the child may find themselves drawn to the concept of the wounded healer, a powerful archetype that embodies the idea that through our own suffering, we gain the wisdom to heal others. The child of a narcissistic parent, having experienced the profound pain of enmeshment and possession, may choose to channel their experiences into empathy and compassion, offering healing to those who suffer similar fates. The process of healing, however, is not linear. It is a dynamic interplay between the conscious and the unconscious, a dance between light and shadow. It requires the individual to confront the darkest corners of their psyche, to bring into consciousness those aspects of themselves that have been repressed or denied. This is the work of integration, of bringing together the disparate parts of the self into a coherent whole. In this process, dreams continue to serve as a guiding light, offering glimpses into the unconscious and providing symbols that can aid in the journey towards wholeness. A dream of flying might represent the desire for freedom, a break from the chains of enmeshment. A dream of drowning might symbolize the fear of being overwhelmed by the parents' expectations. By engaging with these symbols, the individual can gain insight into their inner world and chart a course towards liberation. Let us also consider the role of creativity in this journey. Creativity is the language of the soul, a means of expressing those aspects of ourselves that cannot be articulated in words. For the child of a narcissistic parent, creativity can serve as a lifeline, an outlet for the emotions and thoughts that have been stifled or ignored through art, music, writing, or any form of creative expression. The individual can begin to reclaim their voice, to tell their own story. Yet, even as we speak of healing and growth, we must acknowledge the pain that accompanies this journey. The child of a narcissistic parent often carries with them a deep wound, a sense of abandonment and betrayal that can be difficult to overcome. This wound, while painful, also holds the potential for transformation. It is the crucible in which the self is forged, the catalyst for the journey towards individuation. As we draw towards the close of our exploration, let us reflect on the nature of love, the true, unconditional love that transcends possession and enmeshment. This love is not contingent upon the fulfillment of expectations or the projection of desires. It is a love that honors the individuality of the other, that allows for growth and change. It is a love that the child of a narcissistic parent must learn to cultivate within themselves, for themselves. In this love, we find the seeds of liberation. We find the strength to break free from the chains of the past, to step into the fullness of our being. It is a journey that requires courage and perseverance, but it is a journey worth undertaking, for in the end, it leads us to the realization of our true self, the self that is whole, complete, and free. Thank you for joining me on this journey. May you find the courage to confront your own shadows, to embrace your own light, and to walk the path of individuation with grace and strength as we continue our exploration into the depths of the human psyche. Let us turn our attention to the concept of the inner child, a notion that encapsulates the essence of our earliest experiences and emotions. The inner child represents the part of us that is most vulnerable, most impressionable, and most in need of love and understanding. For those who have grown up under the influence of a narcissistic parent, the inner child often carries the scars of unmet needs and unacknowledged emotions. This inner child, relegated to the shadows of the unconscious, holds the key to our emotional well-being. It is the voice that whispers our deepest fears and desires, the part of us that yearns for acceptance and validation. Yet, in the presence of a narcissistic parent, this voice is often silenced, drowned out by the demands and expectations imposed upon us. The child learns to suppress their own needs in favor of the parents, leading to a disconnection from their authentic self. To reconnect with this inner child, we must embark on a journey of self-compassion and self-inquiry. We must create a space within ourselves where this child can be heard, where their emotions can be expressed without fear of judgment or rejection. This requires a willingness to confront the pain of the past, to acknowledge the wounds that have been inflicted, and to extend to ourselves the love and understanding that may have been lacking in our formative years. In the therapeutic context, this process is often facilitated through techniques such as guided imagery or inner child work, where the individual is encouraged to visualize and engage with their inner child. Through these practices, one can begin to heal the rift between the conscious self and the inner child, fostering a sense of wholeness and integration. As we delve deeper, we must also consider the role of the ego in this dynamic. The ego, that aspect of the psyche that navigates the external world, often becomes overdeveloped in the presence of a narcissistic parent. The child learns to rely on the ego as a means of protection, using it to construct a facade that shields them from the parent's critical gaze. This facade, while necessary for survival, can become a barrier to authentic self-expression, trapping the individual in a cycle of self-doubt and insecurity. The task then is to reconcile the ego with the deeper aspects of the self, to allow the ego to serve as a bridge rather than a wall. This requires a dismantling of the false self, a shedding of the layers of defense that obscure the true self. It is a process that necessitates vulnerability and courage, as one must confront the fears that lie beneath the surface. In this journey, we are aided by the concept of synchronicity, those meaningful coincidences that occur in our lives, guiding us towards greater awareness and understanding. Synchronicities are the universe's way of communicating with us, offering signs and symbols that illuminate our path. For the individual seeking to heal from the effects of a narcissistic parent, these synchronicities can serve as beacons of hope, affirming that they are on the right path and encouraging them to continue their journey. Let us also speak of the collective unconscious, that vast reservoir of shared human experience that connects us all. Within this collective unconscious lies the archetype of the wounded child, a representation of the universal experience of suffering and healing. By tapping into this archetype, we can draw strength and wisdom from the collective human experience, recognizing that our struggles are both unique and shared. As we journey towards healing, we must also cultivate a sense of gratitude, for it is through our challenges that we grow and evolve. The narcissistic parent, while a source of pain, also serves as a catalyst for transformation. They force us to confront our shadows, to question our beliefs, and to seek out our own truth. In this way, they become unwitting teachers, guiding us, albeit harshly, towards greater self-awareness. In our quest for healing, we must not overlook the power of community and connection. Healing is not a solitary endeavor, but a collective journey. By sharing our stories and experiences, we create a tapestry of understanding and empathy. We find solace in the knowledge that we are not alone in our struggles, that others have walked similar paths and emerged stronger and wiser. As we draw this exploration to a close, let us reflect on the nature of transformation. Transformation is not a destination, but a continuous process of becoming. It is the alchemical process of turning lead into gold, of transmuting our pain into wisdom and our suffering into strength. For the child of a narcissistic parent, this transformation is both a challenge and an opportunity, a chance to reclaim their power and to step into the fullness of their being. May we all have the courage to embark on this journey, to face our shadows with compassion and courage, and to emerge into the light of our true selves. Thank you for joining me in this exploration of the psyche, and may your path be one of healing, growth, and transformation. As we continue our exploration, let us delve further into the intricate dance between the conscious and the unconscious, a symphony of forces that shapes our very being. In the presence of a narcissistic parent, this dance takes on a unique rhythm, one that can lead to a profound dissonance within the psyche of the child. The narcissistic parent, often consumed by their own inner turmoil, projects their unresolved conflicts onto the child, who becomes an unwitting participant in this psychological ballet. To understand this dynamic, we must explore the concept of projection, a defense mechanism wherein an individual attributes their own unwanted feelings, desire, or thoughts onto another. The narcissistic parent, unable to confront their own shadow, projects these disowned aspects onto their child, creating a distorted reflection of themselves. The child, in turn, becomes a vessel for the parent's unacknowledged emotions, carrying the weight of the unresolved issues. This projection creates a duality within the child, a conflict between their true self and the false self imposed upon them. The child may struggle to differentiate between their own identity and the identity projected onto them by their parent. This internal conflict can lead to a sense of fragmentation, a feeling of being torn between two realities. To navigate this duality, the child must embark on a journey of self-discovery, a quest to uncover their authentic self. This journey requires the courage to question the narratives imposed upon them, to challenge the beliefs and assumptions that have been ingrained over a lifetime. It is a process of deconstruction, of peeling away the layers of conditioning to reveal the core of their being. In this process, the role of the unconscious becomes paramount. The unconscious, that vast reservoir of hidden thoughts and feelings, holds the key to understanding the true self. By accessing the unconscious through dreams, symbols, and introspection, the individual can begin to unravel the complex web of projections and reclaim their identity. Dreams, in particular, serve as a powerful tool for accessing the unconscious. They offer a window into the soul, revealing the hidden desires and fears that reside within. For the child of a narcissistic parent, dreams may reflect the struggle for autonomy, the desire to break free from the chains of possession, They may also reveal the longing for acceptance and validation, a yearning for the unconditional love that was absent in their formative years. As we journey deeper, we must also consider the concept of the animus and anima. Those inner figures that represent the masculine and feminine aspects of our psyche. For the child of a narcissistic parent, these inner figures may be distorted or suppressed, reflecting the parent's own unresolved issues. The task, then, is to integrate these aspects of the self, to bring them into harmony with the conscious mind. This integration requires a willingness to confront the shadow, to embrace the parts of ourselves that we have denied or repressed. It requires the courage to face the darkness within, to acknowledge the pain and suffering that has been inflicted, and to transform it into wisdom and strength. This is the path of individuation, the journey towards wholeness and self-realization. In this journey, we are guided by the archetype of the hero, that timeless symbol of courage and resilience. The hero's journey is one of transformation, a quest to overcome obstacles and emerge victorious. For the child of a narcissistic parent, this journey is both an internal and external battle, a struggle to reclaim their power and assert their independence. As we draw closer to the heart of this exploration, let us reflect on the nature of forgiveness. Forgiveness, in this context, is not about condoning or excusing harmful behavior. Rather, it is an act of liberation, a release of the hold that the past has on us. It is about freeing ourselves from the chains of resentment and anger, allowing us to move forward on our path of healing and growth. Forgiveness does not mean forgetting or denying the pain that has been inflicted. It is about acknowledging the hurt and choosing to let go of the burden it carries. It is an act of self-compassion, a recognition that we deserve to be free from the shackles of the past. As we conclude this exploration, let us turn our attention to the concept of love, the true, unconditional love that transcends possession and control. This love is not contingent upon the fulfillment of expectations or the projection of desires. It is a love that honors the individuality of the other, that allows for growth and change. For the child of a narcissistic parent, learning to cultivate this love within themselves is a vital step in the journey towards healing. It is about embracing the self with compassion and understanding, allowing for the expression of their true desires and needs. It is about recognizing their inherent worth, independent of external validation or approval. In this love, we find the seeds of transformation. We find the strength to break free from the chains of the past, to step into the fullness of our being. It is a journey that requires courage and perseverance, but it is a journey worth undertaking, for in the end, it leads us to the realization of our true self. The self that is whole, complete, and free. Thank you for joining me in this exploration of the psyche. May your path be one of healing, growth, and transformation, and may you find the courage to embrace your true self with love and compassion. As we extend our exploration into the depths of the psyche, let us now consider the broader implications of growing up under the influence of a narcissistic parent. Such an experience not only shapes the individual's internal world, but also affects their interactions with the external world, influencing relationships, career choices, and their overall perception of life. The shadow cast by a narcissistic parent is long, and its reach can extend into many facets of the child's adult life. The child of a narcissistic parent often enters adulthood with a complex array of psychological defenses. These defenses, once necessary for coping with the parent's overpowering presence, can become obstacles in the quest for authentic connection with others. One might find themselves oscillating between a deep-seated fear of abandonment and an equally profound fear of intimacy. This dichotomy is rooted in the child's early experiences, where love was conditional and often withheld as a means of control. The archetype of the lover becomes particularly relevant here. This archetype, embodying passion, connection, and the desire for unity, often conflicts with the learned behaviors of emotional detachment and self-protection. The individual may find themselves drawn to relationships that mirror the dynamics of their formative years, seeking partners who echo the narcissistic traits of their parent. This unconscious repetition compulsion is an attempt to resolve the original wound, a hope that this time the ending might be different. Yet, within this pattern lies the potential for transformation. By bringing these unconscious motivations into the light of awareness, the individual can begin to break free from the cycle of repetition. This process involves recognizing the patterns that have governed their relationships and making conscious choices to engage in healthier, more fulfilling interactions. It is about learning to set boundaries, to assert one's needs, and to cultivate a sense of self-worth that is independent of external validation. In this journey, the role of self-reflection cannot be overstated. Through introspection, the individual can gain insight into their behaviors, motivations, and emotional responses. Journaling, meditation, and therapy are tools that can facilitate this process, offering a space for exploration and understanding. By engaging in these practices, one can begin to unravel the layers of conditioning and reconnect with their true self. As we delve further, let us consider the impact of a narcissistic parent's influence on one's professional life. The child, having learned to derive their sense of worth from external achievements, may become driven by a relentless pursuit of success. This drive can manifest as perfectionism, a compulsive need to meet or exceed expectations, often at the expense of personal well-being. The individual may equate their value with their accomplishments, perpetuating a cycle of stress and burnout. Yet, within this drive lies the potential for creativity and innovation. The challenge is to channel these energies in a way that is aligned with one's passions and values, rather than as a means of validation. This requires a shift in perspective, from a focus on external approval to an emphasis on personal fulfillment and growth. It is about finding purpose in one's work, engaging in endeavors that resonate with the soul, and allowing oneself the freedom to explore and experiment. In this context, the archetype of the creator becomes a guiding force. This archetype embodying the principles of imagination, transformation, and expression encourages the individual to harness their creative potential and to manifest their visions in the world. By embracing this archetype, one can transcend the limitations imposed by the past and step into a future of possibility and abundance. As we contemplate these themes, let us not overlook the importance of self-compassion. The journey of healing from the effects of a narcissistic parent is a challenging one, fraught with setbacks and struggles. It is essential to approach oneself with kindness and understanding, to acknowledge the progress made and to forgive the moments of faltering. Self-compassion is the balm that soothes the wounds of the past, allowing for the emergence of resilience and strength in the grand tapestry of life. Each thread represents a unique experience, a moment of growth, a lesson learned. For the child of a narcissistic parent, the weaving of this tapestry may be more intricate, more complex, but it is also rich with potential. By embracing the challenges and opportunities that arise, the individual can create a life that is vibrant, meaningful, and true. As we conclude this part of our exploration, let us hold space for the possibility of transformation. Let us honor the courage it takes to confront the shadows of the past and the strength required to forge a new path. May we all find the wisdom to navigate the complexities of our inner and outer worlds, and may we emerge into the light of our true selves, whole and free. Thank you for accompanying me on this journey, and may your path be one of discovery, healing, and fulfillment. As we venture further into the landscape of the psyche, let us pause to consider the role of resilience in the journey of the child of a narcissistic parent. Resilience, that remarkable capacity to recover from adversity, to adapt and to grow, becomes a vital ally in the face of the challenges imposed by a childhood overshadowed by narcissism. This resilience is not merely a trait to be cultivated, but a testament to the indomitable spirit of the human soul, which seeks growth and wholeness despite the constraints of its early environment. In understanding resilience, we must appreciate the subtle interplay between vulnerability and strength. The child who has known the conditional love of a narcissistic parent is paradoxically both fragile and formidable. This duality arises from the necessity of navigating a world where love is a currency to be earned rather than a gift freely given. Such an environment demands adaptability, forcing the child to develop a keen sense of observation and an acute sensitivity to the emotional climates of others. This heightened sensitivity, while initially a survival mechanism, holds within it the seeds of empathy and intuition. The individual learns to read the unspoken languages of emotion and intention, a skill that, when honed and directed, can become a powerful tool for connection and understanding. The task then is to transform this sensitivity from a source of anxiety into a wellspring of insight, allowing the individual to forge meaningful relationships grounded in authenticity and mutual respect. Let us also consider the role of narrative in cultivating resilience. The stories we tell ourselves about our lives, our experiences, and our identities shape our perception of reality. For the child of a narcissistic parent, these narratives may be colored by themes of inadequacy and self-doubt, reflections of the distorted mirrors held up by their parent. Yet, within the power of narrative lies the possibility for transformation. By reclaiming the authorship of their story, the individual can reframe their experiences, shifting the focus from victimhood to empowerment. In this process of narrative reconstruction, the archetype of the storyteller becomes a guiding light. The storyteller, with their gift for weaving tales that illuminate the human condition, encourages the individual to explore the depths of their experiences and to articulate their truths through writing, speaking, or creative expression. The individual can give voice to their inner world, transforming pain into wisdom and suffering into strength. As we delve deeper into the concept of resilience, we must acknowledge the importance of support systems in fostering growth and healing. Community, whether it be family, friends, or a chosen group, provides a network of understanding and validation. Within these connections, the individual finds mirrors that reflect their true self, free from the distortions of the past. Through shared experiences and collective wisdom, they gain the strength to confront their fears and to embrace their potential. Moreover, the process of healing is greatly aided by the presence of mentors and guides, those who have journeyed through their own trials and emerged with insights to share. These figures, embodying the archetype of the wise old man or woman, offer guidance and encouragement, helping the individual navigate the complexities of their path. They serve as beacons of hope, reminding us that transformation is possible and that the journey, though arduous, is ultimately rewarding. In contemplating the nature of resilience, we must also consider the role of spirituality. For many, spirituality provides a framework for understanding the greater forces at play in their lives, offering a sense of meaning and purpose, whether through religious practice, meditation, or a personal connection to the divine. Spirituality can provide solace and strength, grounding the individual in a sense of interconnectedness and transcendence. As we draw this exploration to a close, let us reflect on the transformative power of resilience. It is the alchemy that turns adversity into opportunity, that transforms wounds into wisdom. For the child of a narcissistic parent, resilience is not merely a means of survival, but a path to thriving. It is the force that propels them forward, urging them to embrace their true selves and to live a life of authenticity and fulfillment. Thank you for journeying with me through these reflections. May you find within yourself the resilience to face the challenges of your path, for the courage to embrace your vulnerabilities, and the wisdom to transform your experiences into growth and understanding. As we part, let us carry forward the light of awareness, illuminating the way for ourselves and others on this shared journey of transformation. As we continue our profound exploration into the intricacies of the human psyche, let us now turn our attention to the concept of self-awareness a cornerstone in the journey from possession to liberation. Self-awareness is the beacon that illuminates the labyrinthine paths of the unconscious, guiding the individual towards a deeper understanding of themselves and the world around them. For the child of a narcissistic parent, cultivating self-awareness is both a challenge and a necessity, as it paves the way for healing and transformation. In the presence of a narcissistic parent, the child often learns to attune themselves to external cues, molding their behavior to meet expectations of others. This external focus, while adaptive in the context of their upbringing, can lead to a disconnection from their internal world. The child's thoughts, feelings, and desires may become obscured, overshadowed by the need to conform to the parent's ideals. Thus, the journey towards self-awareness begins with a turning inward, a conscious effort to reconnect with one's inner landscape. This turning inward requires a willingness to sit with oneself, to engage in introspection and reflection. It involves asking the difficult questions. Who am I beyond the roles I play? What do I truly value and desire? What fears and beliefs have I inherited, and which once belonged to me? These questions serve as keys to unlocking the doors of self-awareness, allowing the individual to explore the depths of their psyche and to reclaim their authentic self. In this exploration, the role of mindfulness cannot be overstated. Mindfulness, the practice of being present and fully engaged with the current moment, offers a pathway to self-awareness by observing one's thoughts and emotions without judgment. The individual can gain insight into their habitual patterns and reactions. This awareness creates a space for choice, a moment in which one can decide to respond rather than react, to act in alignment with their true self. Let us also consider the impact of self-awareness on one's relationships. As the individual becomes more attuned to their own needs and boundaries, they are better equipped to engage in healthy, reciprocal relationships. They learn to communicate with clarity and assertiveness, expressing their desires and concerns without fear of rejection. This shift in dynamics fosters a sense of mutual respect and understanding, allowing for deeper connection and intimacy. As we delve deeper, we must also acknowledge the role of self-compassion in the cultivation of self-awareness. The journey inward is not without its challenges, as it often involves confronting painful truths and unresolved emotions. In these moments, self-compassion serves as a gentle balm, soothing the wounds of the past and encouraging the individual to embrace themselves with kindness and acceptance. In this context, the archetype of the healer becomes a guiding force. The healer, with their deep understanding of suffering and transformation, encourages the individual to approach their inner world with curiosity and compassion. Through this lens, self-awareness becomes a journey of healing, a process of integrating the fragmented parts of the self into a harmonious whole. As we contemplate the broader implications of self-awareness, let us not overlook its transformative potential on a societal level. An individual who is self-aware is more likely to engage in conscious, responsible action, recognizing their interconnectedness with others and the world. This awareness fosters a sense of empathy and social responsibility, encouraging the individual to contribute positively to their community and to advocate for change. As we draw this exploration to a close, let us reflect on the empowering nature of self-awareness. It is a journey of discovery, a path that leads to greater authenticity and fulfillment. For the child of a narcissistic parent, self-awareness is the key that unlocks the door to liberation, allowing them to step into the fullness of their being and to live a life that is true to their essence. Thank you for accompanying me on this journey of reflection and insight. May you find within yourself the courage to explore the depths of your being, the wisdom to embrace your complexity, and the strength to live a life of authenticity and purpose. As we part, let us carry forward the light of self-awareness, illuminating our path and the paths of those around us, guiding us towards a future of healing and transformation. As we proceed further into the realms of the psyche, let us now turn our gaze towards the concept of healing, a multifaceted journey that involves the reconciliation of past wounds and the integration of fragmented aspects of the self. Healing, in the context of growing up with a narcissistic parent, involves not only the mending of emotional scars, but also the reconstruction of one's identity. Free from the distortions imposed by the past, at the heart of healing lies the need for acceptance of one's experiences, emotions, and the inherent imperfections of life. This acceptance is not passive resignation, but an active engagement with reality as it is, rather than as we wish it to be. For the child of a narcissistic parent, this means acknowledging the pain and confusion of their upbringing while recognizing the resilience and strength that have emerged from these trials. This journey of acceptance often begins with the recognition of grief, a mourning for the childhood that was not, for the unconditional love that was absent, and for the idealized parent that never existed. Grief, in this context, becomes a necessary passage, a rite of acknowledgement that allows for the release of lingering attachments and the opening of space for new growth. In this process, the archetype of the sage offers wisdom and guidance. The sage, embodying the essence of wisdom and deep understanding, encourages the individual to view their experiences from a broader perspective, recognizing the lessons and insights that can be gleaned from their journey. Through this lens, suffering transforms from a source of despair into a wellspring of wisdom and compassion. As we delve deeper into the healing process, let us consider the role of forgiveness, a concept that is often misunderstood and fraught with complexity. Forgiveness, in the context of healing from the wounds of a narcissistic parent, is not about condoning harmful behavior or erasing the past. Rather, it is about freeing oneself from the grip of resentment and anger, allowing for the release of emotional burdens that weigh heavily on the soul. Forgiveness is an act of empowerment, a reclamation of agency in the face of past hurts. It is a choice to let go of the chains that bind us to our pain, to step into a future unencumbered by the shadows of the past. This process often involves a shift in perception, moving from a place of victimhood to one of empowerment, where the individual recognizes their capacity for healing and transformation. In this journey, the role of creativity emerges as a powerful ally. Creativity, as an expression of the soul, provides a means of articulating and processing emotions that may be difficult to verbalize through art, music, writing, or any form of creative expression. The individual can explore their inner world, giving form to their experiences and insights. This creative engagement not only facilitates healing, but also fosters a sense of agency and self-expression. As we contemplate the broader implications of healing, let us turn our attention to the concept of wholeness. Wholeness, in this context, is the integration of all aspects of the self, the light and the shadow, the strengths and the vulnerabilities into a cohesive and harmonious whole. It is a realization that we are not defined by our past or our wounds, but by our capacity for growth and transformation. The journey towards wholeness is not a linear path, but a spiral where each turn presents new challenges and insights. It requires patience and perseverance, a willingness to embrace one's complexity and to honor the journey as it unfolds. In this process, the individual learns to trust the unfolding of their life, recognizing that each experience serves as a stepping stone towards greater self-awareness and fulfillment. As we draw this exploration to a close, let us reflect on the transformative power of healing. It is a journey of liberation, a path that leads to the reclamation of one's true self. For the child of a narcissistic parent, healing is both a challenge and an opportunity, a chance to transcend the limitations of the past and to step into a future of possibility and purpose. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of healing and wholeness. May you find within yourself the courage to confront your past, the compassion to embrace your present, and the vision to create your future. As we part, let us carry forward the light of healing, illuminating our path and the paths of those around us, guiding us towards a future of transformation and fulfillment. As we continue our journey through the intricate tapestry of the psyche, let us now turn our attention to the concept of transformation, a profound and dynamic process that signifies not only change, but a fundamental shift in being. Transformation is the alchemical process by which the individual transcends the confines of the past, emerging into a new state of awareness and potential. For the child of a narcissistic parent, transformation offers the promise of freedom from the patterns and narratives that have long held sway over their life. At the heart of transformation lies the notion of the self, a central archetype in the collective unconscious that represents the totality of the psyche. The self is both the destination and the guiding force in our journey towards wholeness. It is the integrative center that harmonizes the various aspects of our being, leading us towards a sense of unity and completeness. The journey towards the self is often catalyzed by a crisis or a moment of profound insight, a turning point that shatters the illusions of the ego and compels us to confront the deeper truths of our existence. For the child of a narcissistic parent, such moments are both challenging and liberating, as they invite the individual to question the assumptions and beliefs that have been inherited from their upbringing. In this transformative journey, the archetype of the hero becomes a vital guide. The hero's journey, a narrative that echoes across cultures and time, embodies the process of transformation and self-discovery. It is a journey of trials and tribulations, of descent into the underworld of the unconscious, and of eventual rebirth into a new state of awareness. The hero's journey begins with a call to adventure, a summons to leave behind the familiar and to venture into the unknown. For the child of a narcissistic parent, this call may manifest as a longing for authenticity, a desire to break free from the confines of imposed identities and to explore the depths of their true self. This call requires courage, for it demands a willingness to face the fears and uncertainties that lie ahead. As the journey unfolds, the individual encounters allies and mentors, figures who provide guidance and support in the quest for self-realization. These allies may take the form of friends, therapists, or even literary and historical figures whose stories resonate with the individual's own journey. Through these connections, the individual gains the strength and insight needed to navigate the challenges of their path. Yet, the journey is not without its trials. The individual must confront the shadow, those repressed aspects of the self that have been denied or ignored. The shadow represents the fears, desire, and impulses that lie hidden in the unconscious, waiting to be acknowledged and integrated. By facing the shadow, the individual gains access to the full spectrum of their being, unlocking the potential for growth and transformation. As the journey of transformation reaches its climax, the individual undergoes a process of death and rebirth, symbolic shedding of the old self and the emergence of a new identity. This metamorphosis is both an ending and a beginning, a moment of profound insight and liberation. It is the realization of the self, the integration of the fragmented aspects of the psyche into a cohesive and harmonious whole. In contemplating the broader implications of transformation, let us consider its impact on the individual's relationship with the world. As the individual undergoes this profound shift, they become more attuned to the interconnectedness of all things, recognizing their place within the greater tapestry of existence. This awareness fosters a sense of empathy and responsibility, encouraging the individual to act with integrity and compassion in their interactions with others. Moreover, transformation is not a solitary endeavor, but a shared journey. By embracing their own transformation, the individual becomes a catalyst for change in their community, inspiring others to embark on their own journeys of self-discovery and growth. This ripple effect creates a collective movement towards greater awareness and understanding, contributing to the evolution of consciousness on a broader scale. As we draw this exploration to a close, let us reflect on the transformative power of the journey towards the self. It is a path of liberation and empowerment, a quest that leads to the realization of our fullest potential. For the child of a narcissistic parent, transformation is both a challenge and an opportunity, a chance to transcend the limitations of the past and to step into a future of possibility and purpose. Thank you for accompanying me on this exploration of transformation and self-discovery. May you find within yourself the courage to embark on your own journey, the wisdom to navigate its challenges, and the strength to embrace its gifts. As we part, let us carry forward the light of transformation illuminating our path and the paths of those around us, guiding us towards a future of growth and fulfillment. As we journey further into the vast and intricate expanse of the psyche, let us now turn our attention to the notion of integration, a process that signifies the unification of the disparate aspects of the self into a coherent and harmonious whole. Integration is a key element in the journey towards individuation, the unfolding of one's unique potential and identity for the child of a narcissistic parent. Integration involves the reconciliation of conflicting internal narratives and the healing of deep-seated wounds that have long been hidden in the shadows of the unconscious. In the presence of a narcissistic parent, the child's psyche often becomes fragmented, split between the true self and the false self that was cultivated to appease the parent's demands. This fragmentation leads to a sense of inner conflict as the individual grapples with the dissonance between who they are and who they have been conditioned to be. Integration, in this context, requires the individual to confront these internal divisions, to acknowledge the parts of themselves that have been suppressed, and to weave them into the tapestry of their being. The process of integration is akin to the alchemical transformation of base metals into gold. It is a journey of refinement and purification, where the individual must confront the shadow and embrace the light. This alchemical process is both daunting and transformative, requiring a willingness to face the unknown and to engage with the full spectrum of the human experience. In this journey, the archetype of the alchemist serves as a powerful guide. The alchemist, with their quest for transformation and enlightenment, symbolizes the process of integration, the merging of opposites, and the realization of unity. Through the lens of alchemy, the individual learns to view their experiences as opportunities for growth, recognizing that the challenges they face are not obstacles but catalysts for transformation. Integration also involves the reconciliation of the anima and animus, the feminine and masculine aspects of the psyche. These inner figures, often shaped by early relationships, influence the individual's perceptions and interactions with the world. By integrating these aspects, the individual achieves a state of balance and harmony, allowing for a more authentic expression of their true self. As we delve deeper, let us consider the role of dreams in the process of integration. Dreams, as messages from the unconscious, offer valuable insights into the hidden aspects of the psyche. They present symbols and narratives that reflect the individual's inner world, providing clues to the parts of the self that seek recognition and integration. By engaging with these dream symbols, the individual can gain a deeper understanding of their inner dynamics and foster a sense of wholeness. In the therapeutic setting, the analyst acts as a facilitator of integration, creating a safe space for the exploration of the unconscious through dialogue and reflection. The individual is encouraged to engage with their inner world, to confront the shadow, and to integrate the disparate aspects of their being. This process of therapeutic integration fosters a sense of coherence and continuity, allowing the individual to reclaim their narrative and to embrace their authentic self as we explore the broader implications of integration. Let us reflect on its impact on the individual's relationship with the world. Integration fosters a sense of authenticity and congruence, allowing the individual to engage with others from a place of wholeness and integrity. This authenticity enhances the quality of relationships, fostering deeper connections and mutual understanding. Moreover, integration contributes to a sense of purpose and meaning as the individual aligns their actions with their values and aspirations. This alignment fosters a sense of fulfillment and satisfaction as the individual feels empowered to pursue their passions and to contribute positively to their community. As we draw this exploration to a close, let us reflect on the transformative power of integration. It is a journey of self-discovery and healing, a path that leads to the realization of one's true potential. For the child of a narcissistic parent, integration is both a challenge and an opportunity, a chance to transcend the limitations of the past and to step into a future of possibility and purpose. Thank you for accompanying me on this exploration of integration and self-realization. May you find within yourself the courage to embrace your complexity, the wisdom to navigate the journey of integration, and the strength to live a life of authenticity and fulfillment. As we part, let us carry forward the light of integration, illuminating our path and the paths of those around us, guiding us towards a future of wholeness and transformation. As we continue our exploration, let us now turn our gaze toward the concept of transcendence, a journey beyond the confines of the personal self, into the realm of the universal. Transcendence is the ultimate flowering of individuation, where the individual, having integrated the various facets of their psyche, reaches beyond the limitations of the ego to connect with the larger cosmos. For the child of a narcissistic parent, this journey offers the promise of liberation from the constraints of the past, allowing them to embrace a broader, more expansive view of existence. Transcendence begins with the recognition of interconnectedness, the understanding that we are not isolated beings, but part of a greater whole. This recognition dissolves the boundaries of the self, fostering a sense of unity with others and with the world. It is a journey from the personal to the transpersonal, where the individual transcends the ego's narrow confines and embraces the deeper truths of existence. In this journey, the archetype of the mystic becomes a guiding force. The mystic, with their quest for union with the divine, embodies the essence of transcendence. Through practices such as meditation, contemplation, and communion with nature, the mystic seeks to transcend the limitations of the ego and to experience the oneness of all things. The mystic's journey serves as a model for those seeking to transcend the confines of their upbringing and to embrace the infinite possibilities of the universe. As we delve deeper, let us consider the role of spirituality in the journey of transcendence. Spirituality, whether expressed through organized religion or personal belief systems, provides a framework for understanding the deeper mysteries of life. It offers a sense of meaning and purpose, guiding the individual toward a life of integrity and fulfillment. For the child of a narcissistic parent, spirituality can serve as a refuge, a source of strength and guidance on their journey toward healing and transformation. In contemplating transcendence, We must also acknowledge the role of creativity as a bridge between the personal and the universal. Creativity, as an expression of the soul, allows the individual to tap into the deeper currents of existence, to channel inspiration and insight from beyond the confines of the self through art, music, writing, and other forms of creative expression. The individual can explore the infinite possibilities of the human experience, transcending the limitations of their personal narrative. As we explore the broader implications of transcendence, let us reflect on its impact on the individual's relationship with the world. Transcendence fosters a sense of empathy and compassion, as the individual recognizes their interconnectedness with all beings. This awareness encourages the individual to act with kindness and generosity, contributing positively to their community and the world at large. Moreover, transcendence offers the promise of liberation from the patterns and narratives that have long held sway over the individual's life. By transcending the limitations of the past, for the individual gains the freedom to create a new story, a narrative that is aligned with their authentic self and with the deeper truths of existence. As we draw this exploration to a close, let us reflect on the transformative power of transcendence. It is a journey of liberation and expansion, a path that leads to the realization of our fullest potential. For the child of a narcissistic parent, transcendence offers a chance to break free from the constraints of the past and to step into a future of possibility and purpose. Thank you for accompanying me on this exploration of transcendence and self-discovery. May you find within yourself the courage to embrace the infinite possibilities of your being, the wisdom to navigate the journey of transcendence, and the strength to live a life of authenticity and fulfillment. As we part, let us carry forward the light of transcendence, illuminating our path and the paths of those around us, guiding us toward a future of unity and transformation. As we venture further into the realms of the psyche, let us turn our attention to the concept of the collective unconscious, a vast repository of shared human experiences and archetypes that transcend individual consciousness. This universal aspect of the psyche connects us to the deep well of ancestral wisdom and the timeless narratives that have shaped humanity throughout the ages. For the child of a narcissistic parent, tapping into the collective unconscious offers a pathway to healing and transformation, providing insights that reach beyond personal history to touch upon the universal themes of the human condition. The collective unconscious, as I have posited, is populated by archetypes, primordial images and motifs that serve as the building blocks of the psyche. These archetypes, such as the hero, the mother, the shadow, and the self, manifest across cultures and epochs, guiding individuals on their journey of individuation. By engaging with these archetypal forces, the individual can gain a deeper understanding of their own psychological landscape and the dynamics at play within their personal narrative. One such archetype that often emerges in the psyche of those who have experienced a narcissistic upbringing is the wounded healer. This archetype embodies the paradoxical nature of healing, where one's own suffering becomes the source of empathy and compassion for others. The wounded healer teaches us that through our own pain, we gain the ability to heal and support those who suffer similarly, For the child of a narcissistic parent, embracing this archetype can transform feelings of victimhood into empowerment, allowing them to channel their experiences into a force for positive change. Dreams serve as a vital conduit to the collective unconscious, offering symbols and narratives that reflect the deeper currents of our psyche. For those on the path of healing, dreams can provide valuable insights into the archetypal forces at work within their lives. A dream of crossing a turbulent river might symbolize the journey through emotional turmoil, while a dream of ascending a mountain could represent the quest for self-realization. By engaging with these dream symbols, the individual can gain access to the wisdom of the collective unconscious, allowing them to navigate their journey with greater clarity and purpose. In this exploration of the collective unconscious, we must also consider the role of synchronicity, those meaningful coincidences that occur in our lives, guiding us toward greater awareness and understanding. Synchronicities are the universe's way of communicating with us, offering glimpses into the interconnectedness of all things. For the child of a narcissistic parent, recognizing and embracing synchronicities can serve as a source of affirmation and guidance, offering reassurance that they are on the right path and encouraging them to continue their journey. As we delve deeper into the collective unconscious, let us also reflect on the importance of community and shared experience. The journey toward healing and transformation is not one that must be undertaken alone. It is enriched by the presence of others who have walked similar paths. Through community, we find solidarity and support, recognizing that our struggles are both unique and shared. By sharing our stories and experiences, we contribute to the collective narrative of healing and growth, inspiring others to embark on their own journeys of self-discovery. As we draw this exploration to a close, let us consider the transformative power of the collective unconscious. It is a source of wisdom and insight, offering guidance and support on our journey toward individuation. For the child of a narcissistic parent, engaging with the collective unconscious provides a means of transcending the limitations of personal history, connecting with the deeper truths of existence, and embracing the infinite possibilities of the human experience. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of the collective unconscious and its role in healing and transformation. May you find within yourself the courage to engage with the archetypal forces at work in your life, the wisdom to recognize the synchronicities that guide your path, and the strength to embrace the shared journey of healing and growth. As we part, let us carry forward the light of the collective unconscious, illuminating our path and the paths of those around us, guiding us toward a future of unity and transformation. As we delve even further into the intricate fabric of the psyche, let us now explore the profound capacity for renewal, a theme that resonates deeply within the human spirit. Renewal is a promise of rebirth and regeneration, a cycle of perpetual transformation that mirrors the rhythms of nature. For the child of a narcissistic parent, the concept of renewal offers hope and the possibility of crafting a new narrative, one that honors their true self and transcends the legacy of the past. The process of renewal begins with the shedding of old patterns and beliefs, much like the shedding of a serpent's skin. This shedding is not an abandonment of the past, but rather a conscious release of the identities and narratives that no longer serve the individual's growth and evolution. It is an act of courage, for it requires the individual to confront the familiar yet confining structures of their psyche and to embrace the unknown potential that lies beyond. In this journey of renewal, the archetype of the phoenix serves as a powerful symbol. The phoenix, a mythical bird that cyclically regenerates by rising from its own ashes, embodies the essence of transformation and rebirth. By aligning with this archetype, the individual can find inspiration and strength to undergo their own process of renewal. Emerging from the ashes of past experiences into a more authentic and vibrant expression of their being, renewal is deeply intertwined with the cycles of nature, reflecting the eternal patterns of death and rebirth that govern the natural world. These cycles remind us that change is an inherent part of life, an ever-present force that propels us forward on our journey of individuation. By attuning ourselves to these natural rhythms, we can align our personal journey with the greater cycles of existence, finding harmony and balance in the ebb and flow of life. As we explore the theme of renewal, let us also consider the role of resilience, a quality that is essential for navigating the challenges and uncertainties of transformation. Resilience is the inner fortitude that allows us to adapt and thrive in the face of adversity, to rebound from setbacks and to continue moving forward on our path. It is a testament to the indomitable spirit of the human soul, which seeks growth and fulfillment despite the constraints of its environment. For the child of a narcissistic parent, cultivating resilience involves developing a deep sense of self-worth and confidence, independent of external validation. It requires the individual to trust in their own abilities and potential, to embrace their unique gifts and talents, and to forge a path that is true to their essence. This inner strength is not innate but can be nurtured through self-reflection, mindfulness, and the support of a compassionate community. In contemplating the broader implications of renewal, let us reflect on its impact on the individual's relationship with the world. Renewal fosters a sense of hope and possibility, encouraging the individual to engage with life with openness and curiosity. This openness invites new experiences and opportunities, allowing the individual to expand their horizons and to explore the richness of the human experience. Moreover, renewal contributes to a sense of purpose and meaning. As the individual aligns their actions with their values and aspirations, this alignment fosters a sense of fulfillment and satisfaction, as the individual feels empowered to pursue their passions and to contribute positively to their community and the world at large. As we draw this exploration to a close, let us reflect on the transformative power of renewal. It is a journey of liberation and empowerment, a path that leads to the realization of one's true potential. For the child of a narcissistic parent, renewal is both a challenge and an opportunity, a chance to transcend the limitations of the past and to step into a future of possibility and purpose. Thank you for accompanying me on this exploration of renewal and transformation. May you find within yourself the courage to embrace the cycles of renewal, the wisdom to navigate the journey of transformation, and the strength to live a life of authenticity and fulfillment. As we part, let us carry forward the light of renewal, illuminating our path and the paths of those around us, guiding us toward a future of growth and transformation. As we continue our journey into the depths of the psyche, let us now turn our attention to the profound theme of liberation, a concept that embodies the release from the constraints of the past and the realization of one's true potential. Liberation is the ultimate goal of individuation, where the individual breaks free from the shackles of inherited narratives and embraces a life of authenticity and freedom. For the child of a narcissistic parent, liberation is both a challenge and a promise, offering a path to reclaim their autonomy and to forge a destiny unburdened by the shadows of their upbringing. At the heart of liberation lies the courage to confront and dismantle the internalized beliefs and patterns that have been imposed by the narcissistic parent. These beliefs, often rooted in fear and inadequacy, serve as invisible barriers that limit the individual's perception of themselves and their potential. The journey of liberation requires the individual to question these inherited narratives, to challenge the assumptions that have been accepted without examination, and to cultivate a new understanding of their identity and worth. In this process, the archetype of the warrior becomes a powerful ally. The warrior, with their strength and determination, symbolizes the inner resolve required to confront the forces that seek to bind and confine. By embodying the spirit of the warrior, the individual gains the courage to stand firm in their truth, to assert their boundaries, and to protect the sanctity of their inner world. For this warrior spirit is not about aggression or conflict, but about the steadfast commitment to one's own growth and freedom. As we explore the theme of liberation, let us also consider the role of forgiveness as a liberating force. Forgiveness, in this context, is not about condoning the actions of the narcissistic parent or denying the pain that has been inflicted. Rather, it is an act of self-liberation, a release of the emotional burdens that have been carried for far too long. By choosing to forgive, the individual frees themselves from the chains of resentment and anger, creating space for healing and renewal. Forgiveness is a process, one that requires time, reflection, and a deep commitment to one's own well-being. It involves acknowledging the hurt, understanding the dynamics at play, and ultimately choosing to let go of the hold that the past has on the present. This act of release allows the individual to reclaim their power and to move forward on their journey with a sense of peace and clarity. As we delve deeper, let us reflect on the role of self-expression as a path to liberation. Self-expression, whether through art, music, writing, or any form of creative endeavor, allows the individual to articulate their inner world and to assert their presence in the world. Through creativity, the individual finds a voice that is uniquely their own, a voice that transcends the constraints of external expectations and affirms their individuality. In this journey of self-expression, the archetype of the creator becomes a guiding force. The creator, with their boundless imagination and vision, encourages the individual to explore the infinite possibilities of their being and to manifest their dreams into reality. By embracing this archetype, the individual taps into their innate potential, transforming their experiences into a tapestry of beauty and meaning. As we contemplate the broader implications of liberation, let us consider its impact on the individual's relationship with the world. Liberation fosters a sense of empowerment and agency, encouraging the individual to engage with life from a place of authenticity and integrity. This engagement invites opportunities for growth and transformation, allowing the individual to contribute positively to their community and to inspire others on their own journeys. Moreover, liberation offers the promise of a life lived in alignment with one's values and aspirations. It is the freedom to choose one's path, to pursue one's passions, and to create a life that is reflective of the true self. This alignment fosters a sense of fulfillment and joy as the individual embraces the richness and diversity of the human experience. As we draw this exploration to a close, let us reflect on the transformative power of liberation. It is a journey of empowerment and possibility, a path that leads to the realization of one's true potential. For the child of a narcissistic parent, liberation is both a challenge and an opportunity, a chance to transcend the limitations of the past and to step into a future of freedom and purpose. Thank you for accompanying me on this exploration of liberation and transformation. May you find within yourself the courage to break free from the constraints of the past, the wisdom to navigate the journey of liberation, and the strength to live a life of authenticity and fulfillment. As we part, let us carry forward the light of liberation, illuminating our path and the paths of those around us, guiding us toward a future of empowerment and transformation. As we continue this exploration, let us delve into the profound theme of self-discovery, a journey that is as ancient as humanity itself. This quest for self-understanding is often catalyzed by the challenges and complexities of our early relationships, particularly with parental figures who shape the foundational aspects of our identity. For the child of a narcissistic parent, self-discovery becomes an essential endeavor, a path to reclaim their narrative and to uncover the essence of who they truly are. The journey of self-discovery begins with self-awareness, the conscious recognition of one's thoughts, emotions, and patterns of behavior. For those emerging from the shadow of a narcissistic parent, this awareness often involves a disentangling of the self from the layers of external expectations and projections. It requires a courageous inquiry into the beliefs and assumptions that have been internalized over time, asking critical questions. What do I truly value? What are my desires, independent of the roles I have played? Who am I beneath the masks I have worn? In this inquiry, the archetype of the seeker becomes a guiding light. The seeker, driven by curiosity and the desire for truth, embodies the spirit of exploration and discovery. By embracing this archetype, the individual is encouraged to venture beyond the familiar confines of their identity, to explore the vast landscapes of the psyche, and to uncover the hidden treasures within. This journey is not about finding definitive answers, but about embracing the richness and complexity of the self. As we delve deeper into self-discovery, let us consider the role of introspection and reflection. These practices provide a space for the individual to engage in a dialogue with their inner world, to listen to the whispers of the soul, and to honor the insights that arise journaling, meditation, and contemplative practices offer pathways to connect with the deeper currents of one's being, allowing for a greater understanding of the self and the underlying motivations that drive behavior. In this reflective process, dreams emerge as a valuable source of insight. Dreams serve as a bridge between the conscious and unconscious mind, offering symbols and narratives that illuminate the hidden aspects of the psyche. For the child of a narcissistic parent, dreams may reveal the unresolved conflicts and desires that lie beneath the surface, providing guidance and clarity on the journey of self-discovery. As we explore the broader implications of self-discovery, let us reflect on its impact on the individual's capacity for growth and transformation. Self-discovery fosters a sense of authenticity and congruence, allowing the individual to engage with the world from a place of integrity and truth. This authenticity enhances the quality of relationships, fostering deeper connections and mutual understanding. Moreover, self-discovery contributes to a sense of purpose and meaning as the individual aligns their actions with their values and aspirations. This alignment fosters a sense of fulfillment and satisfaction as the individual feels empowered to pursue their passions and to contribute positively to their community and the world at large. As we draw this exploration to a close, let us reflect on the transformative power of self-discovery. It is a journey of empowerment and possibility, a path that leads to the realization of one's true potential. For the child of a narcissistic parent, self-discovery is both a challenge and an opportunity, a chance to transcend the limitations of the past and to step into a future of authenticity and purpose. Thank you for accompanying me on this exploration of self-discovery and transformation. May you find within yourself the courage to embark on this journey of self-inquiry, the wisdom to navigate the complexities of your inner world, and the strength to live a life of authenticity and fulfillment. As we part, let us carry forward the light of self-discovery, illuminating our path and the paths of those around us, guiding us toward a future of growth and transformation. As we continue our exploration into the depths of the psyche, let us now embrace the theme of empowerment, a vital step in reclaiming one's life after the shadow of a narcissistic upbringing. Empowerment is the process through which individuals recognize their inherent worth and potential, allowing them to assert their autonomy and shape their destiny. For the child of a narcissistic parent, empowerment is both a journey of healing and a declaration of selfhood. A profound shift from being defined by others to defining oneself. The journey toward empowerment begins with the recognition of personal agency, the understanding that we have the capacity to influence our own lives and make choices that align with our true selves. This recognition can be transformative for those who have felt controlled or overshadowed by a narcissistic parent, as it marks the transition from passivity to active participation in one's own narrative. It requires the individual to challenge the internalized voices of doubt and inadequacy, replacing them with affirmations of strength and capability. In this journey, the archetype of the sovereign becomes a powerful guide. The sovereign, with their innate sense of authority and self-assurance, embodies the qualities of leadership and self-governance. By embracing this archetype, the individual learns to take responsibility for their life, to set boundaries that protect their well-being, and to cultivate a vision that reflects their values and aspirations. This process of becoming one's own sovereign is not about control over others, but about mastery over oneself. As we delve deeper into empowerment, let us consider the role of boundaries, those essential lines that define where we end and another begins. For the child of a narcissistic parent, establishing healthy boundaries can be a challenging yet crucial aspect of empowerment. It involves the ability to say no without guilt, to communicate one's needs clearly, and to protect one's emotional and mental space from intrusion. Boundaries are not walls that isolate, but bridges that facilitate healthier and more respectful interactions with others. In this process, the practice of assertiveness becomes an essential tool. Assertiveness is the art of expressing oneself with confidence and respect, balancing one's own needs with the needs of others. For those who have been conditioned to prioritize the desires of a narcissistic parent, developing assertiveness involves reclaiming one's voice and learning to advocate for oneself with clarity and conviction. It is about finding the strength to stand firm in one's truths, even in the face of resistance. As we explore the broader implications of empowerment, let us reflect on its impact on the individual's capacity for resilience and growth. Empowerment fosters a sense of confidence and self-efficacy, encouraging the individual to approach life's challenges with optimism and determination. This confidence enhances the ability to adapt, to change, to learn from setbacks, and to pursue goals with persistence and creativity. Moreover, empowerment contributes to a sense of agency and purpose. As the individual aligns their actions with their deepest values and aspirations, this alignment fosters a sense of fulfillment and satisfaction as the individual feels empowered to create a life that is reflective of their true self and to contribute positively to their community and the world at large. As we draw this exploration to a close, let us reflect on the transformative power of empowerment. It is a journey of liberation and possibility, a path that leads to the realization of one's true potential. For the child of a narcissistic parent, empowerment is both a challenge and an opportunity, a chance to transcend the limitations of the past and to step into a future of freedom and purpose. Thank you for accompanying me on this exploration of empowerment and transformation. May you find within yourself the courage to embrace your power, the wisdom to navigate the journey of self-assertion, and the strength to live a life of authenticity and fulfillment. As we part, let us carry forward the light of empowerment, illuminating our path and the paths of those around us, guiding us toward a future of growth and transformation. As we deepen our exploration into the intricate tapestry of human psychology, let us now focus on the theme of resilience, a quality that embodies the capacity to withstand adversity and emerge stronger and more resourceful. Resilience is the backbone of the human spirit, a testament to our ability to adapt, recover, and thrive despite the challenges we face. For the child of a narcissistic parent, resilience is not just a survival mechanism, but a pathway to transformation and self-discovery. The essence of resilience lies in the ability to find meaning and growth in the face of hardship. It involves an inner strength that allows individuals to navigate life's difficulties with grace and determination. This strength is not an innate trait, but a quality that can be cultivated through experience, reflection, and the support of a nurturing environment. For those emerging from the shadows of a narcissistic upbringing, resilience becomes a vital tool in rebuilding a sense of self and forging a path toward healing. In this journey, the archetype of the hero offers guidance and inspiration. The hero's journey, a narrative that echoes through myths and legends across cultures, embodies the process of overcoming obstacles and achieving personal growth. By identifying with this archetype, individuals can view their struggles as part of a larger narrative, one where they possess the courage and resourcefulness to face challenges and emerge victorious. The hero's journey is not just about conquering external foes, but about mastering the inner demons that threaten to undermine one's sense of self-worth and potential. As we delve deeper into resilience, let us consider the role of adaptability, the ability to adjust one's thoughts, behaviors, and strategies in response to changing circumstances. Adaptability is a hallmark of resilience, allowing individuals to navigate uncertainty and change with flexibility and creativity. For the child of a narcissistic parent, developing adaptability involves letting go of rigid patterns and expectations, embracing new ways of thinking and being that aligned with their authentic self. In this process, the practice of mindfulness becomes an invaluable ally. Mindfulness, the art of being present and fully engaged in the moment, offers a way to cultivate awareness and acceptance of one's experiences. By practicing mindfulness, individuals can learn to observe their thoughts and emotions without judgment, gaining insight into their patterns and triggers. This awareness fosters resilience by providing the clarity needed to respond to challenges with intention and equanimity. As we explore the broader implications of resilience, let us reflect on its impact on the individual's capacity for growth and transformation. Resilience fosters a sense of hope and optimism, encouraging individuals to view challenges as opportunities for learning and development. This perspective enhances the ability to set and pursue meaningful goals, to learn from setbacks, and to maintain a sense of agency and purpose in the face of adversity. Moreover, resilience contributes to a sense of connection and community, as individuals draw strength from their relationships and shared experiences. By reaching out for support and offering support to others, individuals can build a network of resilience that fosters mutual empowerment and healing. This interconnectedness enhances the ability to navigate life's challenges with confidence and grace, knowing that one is not alone on the journey. As we draw this exploration to a close, let us reflect on the transformative power of resilience. It is a journey of empowerment and possibility, a path that leads to the realization of one's true potential. For the child of a narcissistic parent, resilience is both a challenge and an opportunity, a chance to transcend the limitations of the past and to step into a future of growth and fulfillment. Thank you for accompanying me on this exploration of resilience and transformation. May you find within yourself the courage to cultivate resilience, the wisdom to navigate the journey of adaptability, and the strength to live a life of authenticity and fulfillment As we part, let us carry forward the light of resilience, illuminating our path and the paths of those around us, guiding us toward a future of growth and transformation. As we continue our exploration into the profound complexities of the human psyche, let us now turn our attention to the theme of connection, a fundamental aspect of the human experience that speaks to our innate need for belonging and community. Connection is the thread that weaves us into the fabric of society, providing the support and nourishment that allow us to thrive for the child of a narcissistic parent. The journey toward authentic connection is both a healing endeavor and a reclamation of the self, as it requires breaking free from patterns of isolation and dependency that may have been ingrained in their formative years. At the heart of connection lies the ability to relate to others with empathy and authenticity. Empathy, the capacity to understand and share the feelings of another, bridges the gap between individuals, fostering a sense of unity and compassion for those who have grown up in environments where emotional needs were neglected or manipulated. Developing empathy involves cultivating a deeper awareness of one's own emotions and the emotions of others, learning to listen with an open heart and to respond with kindness. In this journey, the archetype of the caregiver offers guidance and inspiration. The caregiver, with their nurturing spirit and selfless devotion, embodies the essence of connection and support. By identifying with this archetype, individuals can learn to offer care and compassion, not only to others but to themselves as well. This self-care is an essential component of connection, as it ensures that one's own needs are met, allowing for more genuine and balanced relationships. As we delve deeper into connection, let us consider the role of vulnerability, the willingness to open oneself to the risks and rewards of emotional intimacy. Vulnerability is the gateway to true connection, as it allows individuals to share their authentic selves with others, fostering trust and understanding. For the child of a narcissistic parent, embracing vulnerability can be a daunting yet liberating experience, as it involves shedding the protective layers built to guard against hurt and rejection. In this process, the practice of active listening becomes an invaluable tool. Active listening, the art of fully engaging with and responding to another's communication, enhances connection by demonstrating genuine interest and respect. By practicing active listening, individuals can deepen their relationships, creating a space where all parties feel seen, heard, and valued. As we explore the broader implications of connection, let us reflect on its impact on the individual's sense of purpose and fulfillment. Connection fosters a sense of belonging and meaning, encouraging individuals to engage with their communities in ways that align with their values and aspirations. This engagement enhances the ability to contribute positively to the world, to build relationships that are rich and rewarding, and to experience the joy of shared experiences and mutual support. Moreover, connection contributes to a sense of resilience and well-being, as individuals draw strength from the relationships and networks they cultivate. By fostering a sense of community, individuals can navigate life's challenges with greater confidence and grace, knowing that they are supported by a network of understanding and care. As we draw this exploration to a close, let us reflect on the transformative power of connection. It is a journey of empowerment and possibility, a path that leads to the realization of one's true potential. For the child of a narcissistic parent, connection is both a challenge and an opportunity, a chance to transcend the limitations of the past and to step into a future of growth and fulfillment. Thank you for accompanying me on this exploration of connection and transformation. May you find within yourself the courage to cultivate authentic connections, the wisdom to navigate the journey of vulnerability, and the strength to live a life of authenticity and fulfillment. As we part, let us carry forward the light of connection, illuminating our path and the path of those around us, guiding us toward a future of unity and transformation. As we delve deeper into the intricate dance of the human psyche, let us now explore the theme of healing, a sacred process that involves the reconciliation of past wounds and the nurturing of the soul's innate capacity for regeneration. Healing is an odyssey that requires courage, vulnerability, and a commitment to personal growth. For the child of a narcissistic parent, healing is not merely the mending of emotional scars, but a profound transformation that leads to the reclamation of one's true self, free from the distortions of the past. At the heart of healing lies the acceptance of one's experiences, both painful and joyous, as integral parts of the human journey. Acceptance is not a passive resignation, but an active engagement with reality, allowing us to integrate all aspects of our lives into a coherent and meaningful narrative. For those who have endured the emotional turbulence of a narcissistic upbringing, acceptance involves acknowledging the impact of these experiences while recognizing the resilience and strength that have emerged from them. In this journey, the archetype of the healer becomes a guiding force. The healer, with their deep understanding of suffering and transformation, embodies the wisdom of turning wounds into sources of strength. By embracing this archetype, individuals learn to approach their healing journey with compassion and patience, recognizing that the path to wholeness is a continuous process of learning and growth. As we delve deeper into healing, let us consider the role of forgiveness, a transformative act that liberates the soul from the chains of resentment and anger. Forgiveness, in this context, is not about condoning the actions of the narcissistic parent, but about freeing oneself from the burden of emotional pain. It is an act of self-compassion, a gift we give ourselves that allows us to move forward with a sense of peace and freedom. In this process, the practice of self-care becomes an essential component of healing. Self-care involves nurturing the body, mind, and spirit through practices that promote well-being and balance. For the child of a narcissistic parent, cultivating self-care involves recognizing and prioritizing one's own needs, setting healthy boundaries, and engaging in activities that bring joy and fulfillment. This commitment to self-nurturing fosters resilience and empowers individuals to navigate the complexities of their healing journey. As we explore the broader implications of healing, let us reflect on its impact on the individual's capacity for empathy and connection. Healing fosters a sense of empathy and compassion. As individuals who have navigated their own suffering are often more attuned to the struggles of others, this empathy enhances the ability to forge deep and meaningful connections, to offer support and understanding to those on similar paths, and to contribute positively to the community. Moreover, healing contributes to a sense of purpose and meaning. As individuals align their actions with their values and aspirations, this alignment fosters a sense of fulfillment and satisfaction as individuals become empowered to pursue their passions and to live lives that are reflective of their true selves. As we draw this exploration to a close, let us reflect on the transformative power of healing. It is a journey of liberation and empowerment, a path that leads to the realization of one's true potential. For the child of a narcissistic parent, healing is both a challenge and an opportunity, a chance to transcend the limitations of the past and to step into a future of growth and fulfillment. Thank you for accompanying me on this exploration of healing and transformation. May you find within yourself the courage to embrace your healing journey, the wisdom to navigate its challenges, and the strength to live a life of authenticity and fulfillment. As we part, let us carry forward the light of healing, illuminating our path and the paths of those around us, guiding us toward a future of wholeness and transformation. As we continue this profound journey through the corridors of the psyche, let us turn our attention to the concept of authenticity, a state of being that reflects the true essence of who we are, unencumbered by the masks and roles we often assume to navigate the world. Authenticity is the cornerstone of a fulfilling life, where actions, thoughts, and feelings align with one's innermost values and beliefs. For the child of a narcissistic parent, the path to authenticity can be both challenging and liberating, as it involves shedding the false identities imposed by external expectations and embracing one's genuine self. At the heart of authenticity is the courage to be vulnerable, to reveal one's true self to the world without fear of judgment or rejection. This vulnerability invites deeper connections and fosters a sense of belonging, as it allows others to see and understand us as we truly are. For those who have grown up in environments where authenticity was stifled or discouraged, embracing vulnerability requires a leap of faith, a willingness to trust in oneself and in the goodness of others. In this journey, the archetype of the explorer becomes a guiding force. The explorer, with their insatiable curiosity and desire for discovery, embodies the spirit of adventure and self-exploration. By identifying with this archetype, individuals are inspired to venture into the uncharted territories of their psyche, to uncover the hidden aspects of their identity and to express themselves with honesty and courage. This journey of self-discovery is not about reaching a final destination, but about embracing the ongoing process of becoming. As we delve deeper into authenticity, let us consider the role of self-reflection, a practice that invites individuals to engage in an honest dialogue with themselves, to question their motivations, desire, and fears. Self-reflection provides a space for introspection, allowing individuals to examine the layers of conditioning and societal expectations that have shaped their behavior. Through this process, they can discern what resonates with their true self and what can be released. In this process of self-discovery, the practice of mindfulness emerges as a valuable tool. Mindfulness, the art of being present and aware of one's thoughts, emotions, and sensations, fosters a deeper connection to the self. By Cultivating mindfulness, individuals can observe their inner world with clarity and compassion, gaining insight into their authentic desires and needs. This awareness empowers them to make choices that reflect their true values and aspirations. As we explore the broader implications of authenticity, let us reflect on its impact on the individual's capacity for creativity and innovation. Authenticity fosters a sense of freedom and originality, encouraging individuals to express themselves in ways that are unique and meaningful. This creative expression not only enriches their own lives, but also contributes to the diversity and vibrancy of the world around them. Moreover, authenticity contributes to a sense of empowerment and purpose. As individuals align their actions with their core values and beliefs, this alignment fosters a sense of fulfillment and satisfaction, as individuals feel empowered to pursue their passions and to live lives that are reflective of their true selves. As we draw this exploration to a close, let us reflect on the transformative power of authenticity. It is a journey of liberation and empowerment, a path that leads to the realization of one's true potential. For the child of a narcissistic parent, authenticity is both a challenge and an opportunity, a chance to transcend the limitations of the past and to step into a future of growth and fulfillment. Thank you for accompanying me on this exploration of authenticity and transformation. May you find within yourself the courage to embrace your authentic self, the wisdom to navigate the journey of self-discovery, and the strength to live a life of authenticity and fulfillment. As we part, let us carry forward the light of authenticity, illuminating our path and the paths of those around us, guiding us toward a future of growth and transformation. As we continue this exploration into the profound intricacies of the human psyche, let us now turn our attention to the concept of boundaries, those invisible lines that define our personal space, both physically and emotionally. Boundaries are essential for maintaining a sense of self and for fostering healthy relationships. For the child of a narcissistic parent, establishing and maintaining boundaries can be a complex challenge, as they may have grown up in environments where their personal boundaries were consistently violated or disregarded. The establishment of boundaries begins with the recognition of one's own needs and rights. It involves an understanding that we have the right to protect our personal space, to say no when necessary, and to communicate our needs and desires clearly. For those who have been conditioned to prioritize the needs of a narcissistic parent, this recognition can be a revolutionary act, a reclaiming of autonomy and self-respect. In this journey, the archetype of the protector becomes a guiding force. The protector, with their unwavering commitment to safeguarding what is precious, embodies the qualities of strength and vigilance. By embracing this archetype, individuals learn to honor their own worth and to defend their boundaries with confidence and compassion. This process is not about building walls to keep others out, but about creating a safe and nurturing environment where authentic connections can flourish. As we delve deeper into the concept of boundaries, let us consider the role of communication in establishing and maintaining them. Effective communication involves expressing one's needs and limits with clarity and respect, while also being receptive to the boundaries of others. This dialogue fosters mutual understanding and respect, laying the foundation for relationships that are balanced and equitable. In this process, the practice of assertiveness becomes an invaluable tool. Assertiveness, the ability to express oneself honestly and respectfully, empowers individuals to advocate for their needs without infringing on the rights of others. For the child of a narcissistic parent, cultivating assertiveness involves overcoming the fear of conflict and rejection, learning to stand firm in their truth while remaining open to dialogue and compromise. As we explore the broader implications of boundaries, let us reflect on their impact on the individual's sense of empowerment and well-being. Boundaries foster a sense of security and autonomy, allowing individuals to engage with the world from a place of strength and self-assurance. This empowerment enhances the ability to pursue meaningful goals, to navigate challenges with resilience, and to build relationships that are nurturing and supportive. Moreover, boundaries contribute to a sense of integrity and authenticity as individuals align their actions with their values and principles. This alignment fosters a sense of fulfillment and satisfaction as individuals feel empowered to live lives that are true to their essence and reflective of their deepest aspirations. As we draw this exploration to a close, let us reflect on the transformative power of boundaries. They are not merely lines that separate us from others, but bridges that facilitate genuine connection and understanding. For the child of a narcissistic parent, establishing boundaries is both a challenge and an opportunity, a chance to reclaim their autonomy and to step into a future of growth and fulfillment. Thank you for accompanying me on this exploration of boundaries and transformation. May you find within yourself the courage to establish and honor your boundaries, the wisdom to navigate the journey of self-empowerment, and the strength to live a life of authenticity and fulfillment. As we part, let us carry forward the light of boundaries, illuminating our path and the paths of those around us, guiding us toward a future of growth and transformation. As we continue our exploration into the rich and complex tapestry of the human psyche, let us now turn our attention to the concept of self-compassion, a vital element in the journey toward healing and wholeness. Self-compassion is a gentle art of treating oneself with the same kindness and understanding that we would offer to a dear friend. For the child of a narcissistic parent, cultivating self-compassion can be both a challenge and a gift, as it involves dismantling the harsh inner critic that often echoes the critical voice of the past and replacing it with a nurturing, supportive presence. At the heart of self-compassion lies the ability to acknowledge one's own suffering and to respond with empathy and care. It is an invitation to embrace vulnerability and imperfection as intrinsic parts of the human experience. This acceptance of our own humanity dismantles the unrealistic expectations of perfection that may have been imposed by a narcissistic parent, allowing for a more authentic and kinder relationship with oneself. In this journey, the archetype of the nurturer serves as a guiding force. The nurturer, with their boundless empathy and gentle care, embodies the essence of unconditional love and support. By embracing this archetype, individuals learn to extend compassion to themselves, honoring their own needs and emotions with tenderness and understanding. This nurturing presence becomes an inner ally, offering solace and encouragement through life's challenges. As we delve deeper into the practice of self-compassion, let us consider the role of mindfulness in cultivating this essential quality. Mindfulness, the practice of present moment awareness, invites individuals to observe their thoughts and emotions without judgment. By practicing mindfulness, individuals can develop a greater awareness of their inner dialogue, recognizing when self-criticism arises, and choosing instead to respond with compassion and understanding. In this process, the practice of self-kindness becomes an invaluable tool. Self-kindness involves replacing self-judgment with self-acceptance, acknowledging our own efforts and limitations with patience and care. For the child of a narcissistic parent, cultivating self-kindness involves challenging the internalized messages of inadequacy and embracing one's own worth and dignity. This practice fosters resilience and empowers individuals to navigate the complexities of their healing journey with grace and courage. As we explore the broader implications of self-compassion, let us reflect on its impact on the individual's capacity for empathy and connection. Self-compassion fosters a sense of empathy and understanding. As individuals who have learned to be kind to themselves are often more attuned to the suffering of others, this empathy enhances the ability to forge deep and meaningful connections, to offer support and understanding to those on similar paths, and to contribute positively to the community. Moreover, self-compassion contributes to a sense of empowerment and purpose. As individuals align their actions with their values and aspirations, this alignment fosters a sense of fulfillment and satisfaction. As individuals become empowered to pursue their passions and to live lives that are reflective of their true selves. As we draw this exploration to a close, let us reflect on the transformative power of self-compassion. It is a journey of healing and empowerment, a path that leads to the realization of one's true potential. For the child of a narcissistic parent, self-compassion is both a challenge and an opportunity, a chance to transcend the limitations of the past and to step into a future of growth and fulfillment. Thank you for accompanying me on this exploration of self-compassion and transformation. May you find within yourself the courage to embrace your own vulnerability, the wisdom to navigate the journey of self-kindness, and the strength to live a life of authenticity and fulfillment. As we part, let us carry forward the light of self-compassion, illuminating our path and the paths of those around us, guiding us toward a future of wholeness and transformation. As we delve further into the depths of the psyche, let us turn our gaze towards the concept of identity, an evolving tapestry that weaves together our experiences, beliefs, and aspirations into a coherent sense of self. Identity is not a fixed entity, but a dynamic process of becoming, shaped by our interactions with the world and our reflections upon ourselves. For the child of a narcissistic parent, the journey toward a cohesive identity can be fraught with challenges. As they navigate the complex interplay of inherited narratives and authentic self-expression, at the heart of identity formation lies the quest for self-understanding and self-definition. It involves discerning between the roles and masks we adopt to meet external expectations and the core truths that define who we truly are. For those who have grown up under the influence of a narcissistic parent, This discernment requires a courageous examination of the internalized voices of criticism and approval, and a commitment to cultivating an identity that resonates with their inner values and desires. In this journey, the archetype of the pilgrim becomes a guiding force. The pilgrim, with their spirit of exploration and devotion, embodies the quest for meaning and authenticity. By embracing this archetype, individuals are inspired to embark on a journey of self-discovery, to explore the diverse facets of their being, and to integrate their experiences into a coherent and authentic identity. This pilgrimage is not a solitary endeavor, but a shared journey enriched by the insights and companionship of fellow travelers. As we delve deeper into the process of identity formation, let us consider the role of self-reflection, a practice that invites individuals to engage in a dialogue with their inner world, to question their beliefs, values, and aspirations. Self-reflection provides a space for introspection, allowing individuals to examine the layers of conditioning and societal expectations that have shaped their identity. Through this process, they can discern what resonates with their true self and what can be released. In this process of self-discovery, storytelling emerges as a powerful tool. Storytelling, the art of shaping personal narratives, allows individuals to articulate their experiences and insights, to weave the threads of their life into a tapestry of meaning and purpose. For the child of a narcissistic parent, storytelling offers a means of reclaiming their narrative, transforming the stories of victimhood into tales of resilience and empowerment. As we explore the broader implications of identity, let us reflect on its impact on the individual's capacity for growth and transformation. A cohesive and authentic identity fosters a sense of confidence and self-efficacy, encouraging individuals to engage with life from a place of strength and integrity. This confidence enhances the ability to set and pursue meaningful goals, to navigate challenges with resilience, and to build relationships that are nurturing and supportive. Moreover, a strong sense of identity contributes to a sense of purpose and meaning. As individuals align their actions with their core values and aspirations, this alignment fosters a sense of fulfillment and satisfaction, as individuals feel empowered to pursue their passions and to live lives that are reflective of their true selves. As we draw this exploration to a close, let us reflect on the transformative power of identity. It is a journey of empowerment and possibility, a path that leads to the realization of one's true potential. For the child of a narcissistic parent, the formation of a cohesive identity is both a challenge and an opportunity, a chance to transcend the limitations of the past and to step into a future of growth and fulfillment. Thank you for accompanying me on this exploration of identity and transformation. May you find within yourself the courage to embrace your own journey of self-discovery, the wisdom to navigate the complexities of identity formation, and the strength to live a life of authenticity and fulfillment. As we part, let us carry forward the light of identity, illuminating our path and the path of those around us, guiding us toward a future of growth and transformation. As we venture further into the intricate landscape of the psyche, let us now turn to the theme of freedom, a profound and multifaceted concept that encompasses both the liberation from external constraints and the realization of inner autonomy. Freedom is a state of being that allows individuals to act in accordance with their true nature, unencumbered by the limitations imposed by past experiences or societal expectations. For the child of a narcissistic parent, the pursuit of freedom can be a transformative journey, as it involves breaking free from the chains of inherited narratives and embracing the vast possibilities of self-determination. At the core of freedom lies the ability to make choices that reflect one's authentic desires and values. This involves developing a deep awareness of the factors that influence decision-making, including the internalized voices of authority and the subtle pressures of cultural norms. For those who have grown up in environments where autonomy was discouraged or undermined, cultivating this awareness requires a conscious effort to reclaim one's power and to assert one's right to self-governance. In this journey, the archetype of the wanderer becomes a guiding force. The wanderer, with their insatiable thirst for exploration and discovery, embodies the spirit of adventure and the quest for independence. By embracing this archetype, individuals are inspired to venture beyond the familiar confines of their upbringing, to chart their own course, and to explore the diverse landscapes of their potential. This journey of exploration is not about escaping reality, but about expanding horizons and embracing the unknown with an open heart. As we delve deeper into the concept of freedom, let us consider the role of responsibility, a complementary aspect that grounds and balances the exercise of autonomy. Responsibility involves recognizing the impact of one's actions on oneself and others, and making choices that are aligned with one's ethical and moral compass. For the child of a narcissistic parent, embracing responsibility is a crucial step in the journey toward freedom, as it empowers them to take ownership of their life and to create a future that is reflective of their true self. In this process, the practice of discernment becomes an invaluable tool. Discernment, the ability to perceive and judge clearly, enables individuals to navigate the complexities of decision-making with wisdom and integrity. By cultivating discernment, individuals can differentiate between choices that serve their highest good and those that perpetuate old patterns and limitations. This clarity fosters a sense of empowerment and confidence as individuals learn to trust in their own judgment and intuition. As we explore the broader implications of freedom, let us reflect on its impact on the individual's capacity for growth and transformation. Freedom fosters a sense of agency and empowerment, encouraging individuals to engage with life from a place of possibility and creativity. This empowerment enhances the ability to pursue meaningful goals, to adapt to change with resilience, and to build relationships that are authentic and fulfilling. Moreover, freedom contributes to a sense of purpose and meaning, as individuals align their actions with their deepest values and aspirations. This alignment fosters a sense of fulfillment and satisfaction as individuals feel empowered to live lives that are true to their essence and reflective of their highest potential. As we draw this exploration to a close, let us reflect on the transformative power of freedom. It is a journey of liberation and empowerment, a path that leads to the realization of one's true potential. For the child of a narcissistic parent, the pursuit of freedom is both a challenge and an opportunity, a chance to transcend the limitations of the past and to step into a future of growth and fulfillment. Thank you for accompanying me on this exploration of freedom and transformation. May you find within yourself the courage to embrace your own journey of liberation, the wisdom to navigate the complexities of autonomy, and the strength to live a life of authenticity and fulfillment. As we part, let us carry forward the light of freedom, illuminating our path and the paths of those around us, guiding us toward a future of growth and transformation. As we continue to traverse the expansive terrain of the human psyche, let us now delve into the theme of creativity, a boundless force that lies at the heart of human expression and innovation. Creativity is the spark that ignites the imagination, propelling us to explore new ideas, craft new realities, and communicate the depths of our inner world. For the child of a narcissistic parent, nurturing creativity can be a path of healing and self-discovery, a means of breaking free from the constraints of external judgment and affirming one's unique voice. At its core, creativity is an act of transformation, a process that invites us to transcend the ordinary and to envision the extraordinary. It is not limited to the arts, but is a way of engaging with the world, a mindset that embraces curiosity, playfulness, and the willingness to take risks. For those emerging from the shadow of a narcissistic upbringing, embracing creativity involves reclaiming the freedom to experiment and to make mistakes, to value the process of creation over the need for perfection or approval. In this journey, the archetype of the artist becomes a guiding force. The artist, with a passion for beauty and expression, embodies the courage to explore the unknown and to bring forth something new. By identifying with this archetype, individuals are inspired to tap into their wellspring of creativity, to express their inner truths, and to contribute to the world in meaningful ways. This artistic endeavor is not bound by convention, but is an invitation to forge one's own path and to celebrate the diversity of human experience. As we delve deeper into creativity, let us consider the role of inspiration, a vital element that fuels the creative process and connects us to the collective well of ideas and insights. Inspiration can be found in the natural world, in the stories of others, and in the silent whispers of our own intuition. For the child of a narcissistic parent, seeking and embracing inspiration involves opening oneself to the richness of life and allowing oneself to be moved by the beauty and complexity of the world. In this process, the practice of experimentation becomes an invaluable tool. Experimentation, the willingness to explore and to try new things, fosters creativity by encouraging individuals to step outside their comfort zones and to embrace the unknown. By cultivating a mindset of experimentation, individuals can overcome the fear of failure and the constraints of self-criticism, allowing their creativity to flow freely and authentically. As we explore the broader implications of creativity, let us reflect on its impact on the individual's sense of empowerment and fulfillment. Creativity fosters a sense of agency and innovation, encouraging individuals to engage with life from a place of possibility and imagination. This empowerment enhances the ability to adapt to change, to find creative solutions to challenges, and to express one's unique perspective in ways that resonate with others. Moreover, creativity contributes to a sense of meaning and purpose. As individuals align their creative endeavors with their values and aspirations, this alignment fosters a sense of fulfillment and satisfaction as individuals feel empowered to live lives that are reflective of their true selves and to make a positive impact on the world. As we draw this exploration to a close, let us reflect on the transformative power of creativity. It is a journey of expression and empowerment, a path that leads to the realization of one's true potential. For the child of a narcissistic parent, embracing creativity is both a challenge and an opportunity, a chance to transcend the limitations of the past and to step into a future of growth and fulfillment. Thank you for accompanying me on this exploration of creativity and transformation. May you find within yourself the courage to embrace your creative journey, the wisdom to navigate the complexities of self-expression, and the strength to live a life of authenticity and fulfillment. As we part, let us carry forward the light of creativity, illuminating our path and the paths of those around us, guiding us toward a future of innovation and transformation. As we continue our exploration into the profound terrain of the psyche, let us now turn our attention to the theme of transformation, a powerful process that signifies not merely change, but a fundamental shift in being. Transformation is the alchemy of the soul, where the raw elements of our experiences are transmuted into the gold of wisdom and insight. For the child of a narcissistic parent, transformation represents the possibility of moving beyond inherited patterns and narratives, stepping into a new realm of self-awareness and potential. At the heart of transformation lies a willingness to embrace the unknown, to venture into the depths of the psyche where fear and possibility coexist. This journey requires courage, for it involves confronting the shadows that have been cast by past experiences and daring to imagine a life unbound by those influences. Transformation is not a destination, but a continuous process of growth and renewal, where each moment offers the potential for new beginnings and insights. In this journey, the archetype of the phoenix becomes a guiding symbol. The phoenix, rising from the ashes of its former self, embodies the essence of rebirth and renewal. By embracing this archetype, individuals are encouraged to view their struggles as opportunities for growth, to see each ending as a precursor to a new beginning. This process of rising from the ashes is not about erasing the past, but about integrating it into a richer, more nuanced understanding of the self. As we delve deeper into transformation, let us consider the role of surrender, a paradoxical yet essential element in the process of change. Surrender is not about giving up, but about releasing the need for control and allowing the natural flow of life to guide us. For the child of a narcissistic parent, surrender involves letting go of the rigid expectations and defenses that have been built up over time, opening oneself to the unfolding mystery of life. In this process, the practice of reflection becomes an invaluable tool. Reflection, the art of thoughtful consideration and introspection, allows individuals to gain insight into their patterns and behaviors, to understand the underlying motivations that drive them. By engaging in reflection, individuals can identify the areas in their lives that are ripe for transformation, fostering a sense of clarity and direction. As we explore the broader implications of transformation, let us reflect on its impact on the individual sense of freedom and empowerment. Transformation fosters a sense of liberation, encouraging individuals to break free from the constraints of the past and to embrace the fullness of their potential. This liberation enhances the ability to pursue new paths, to create a life that is aligned with one's true values and desires. Moreover, transformation contributes to a sense of purpose and meaning. As individuals align their actions with the evolving understanding of themselves and the world, this alignment fosters a sense of fulfillment and satisfaction as individuals feel empowered to live lives that are reflective of their deepest aspirations and to make a positive impact on the world. As we draw this exploration to a close, let us reflect on the transformative power of change. It is a journey of liberation and empowerment, a path that leads to the realization of one's true potential. For the child of a narcissistic parent, transformation is both a challenge and an opportunity, a chance to transcend the limitations of the past and to step into a future of growth and fulfillment. Thank you for accompanying me on this exploration of transformation and empowerment. May you find within yourself the courage to embrace your journey of change, the wisdom to navigate the complexities of self-renewal, and the strength to live a life of authenticity and fulfillment. As we part, let us carry forward the light of transformation, illuminating our paths and the paths of those around us, guiding us toward a future of renewal and growth. As we delve further into the intricate dance of the psyche, let us now explore the theme of relationships, a vital aspect of our human experience, where we find mirrors of ourselves and opportunities for profound growth. Relationships, in their myriad forms, offer a stage upon which the dynamics of our inner world play out, revealing the patterns and beliefs that shape our interactions. For the child of a narcissistic parent, the journey of understanding and nurturing relationships can be particularly transformative, as it involves disentangling from past dynamics and cultivating connections that are healthy, reciprocal, and empowering. At the core of healthy relationships lies the ability to engage in authentic and empathetic communication. This involves not only expressing one's own needs and feelings with clarity and respect, but also listening deeply to the experiences and emotions of others. For those who have grown up under the influence of a narcissistic parent, developing this communicative skill can be a profound healing practice, as it allows them to break free from patterns of manipulation or silence and to foster relationships grounded in mutual respect and understanding. In this journey, the archetype of the companion becomes a guiding light. The companion, with their unwavering loyalty and empathy, embodies the essence of partnership and connection. By embracing this archetype, individuals are encouraged to cultivate relationships that are supportive and nurturing, where both parties feel seen, heard, and valued. This companionship is not about dependency, but about interdependence, a recognition of the strength found in unity and shared purpose. As we delve deeper into the dynamics of relationships, let us consider the role of trust, an essential foundation upon which enduring connections are built. Trust involves a willingness to be vulnerable, to open oneself to the possibility of both joy and disappointment. For the child of a narcissistic parent, rebuilding trust may require healing from past betrayals and learning to discern between relationships that are genuinely supportive and those that replicate old patterns. In this process, the practice of setting boundaries becomes crucial. Boundaries, when communicated with kindness and firmness, protect the integrity of the self and foster respect within relationships. By establishing healthy boundaries, individuals can create a safe space for authentic interaction, where each person feels empowered to express themselves without fear of overstepping or being overwhelmed. As we explore the broader implications of relationships, let us reflect on their impact on the individual's sense of belonging and identity. Relationships offer a mirror through which we can explore different facets of ourselves, providing opportunities for self-discovery and growth. Through the reflections and feedback of others, we gain insight into our strengths, weaknesses, and the values that define us. Moreover, relationships contribute to a sense of community and connection as individuals come together to share experiences, support one another, and collaborate towards common goals. This sense of connection fosters resilience as individuals draw strength from their networks and find solace in the knowledge that they are not alone on their journey. As we draw this exploration to a close, let us reflect on the transformative power of relationships. They are a journey of connection and empowerment, a path that leads to deeper understanding and fulfillment. For the child of a narcissistic parent, nurturing healthy relationships is both a challenge and an opportunity, a chance to transcend the limitations of the past and to step into a future of growth and connection. Thank you for accompanying me on this exploration of relationships and transformation. May you find within yourself the courage to cultivate authentic connections, the wisdom to navigate the complexities of interpersonal dynamics, and the strength to live a life of authenticity and fulfillment. As we part, let us carry forward the light of connection, illuminating our path and the path of those around us,